torture you. If you were evil and you were wicked during your life, you go back to the spirit world. You know, you get your judgment and you play your judgment out here on earth. You know, when King Solomon was prophesying about how he saw the place of judgment, he didn't see hell. He saw where we are right now. He said that the place of judgment is under the sun. You know, so hell is a condition, or it's talking about the grave. That's a lot I want to touch on, man. But Satan is the son of the Most High. He's a high level wicked angel, man. And if you actually know your scriptures, you know, you can refer to certain scriptures. One of my favorites is Isaiah 45:7. You know, the scriptures tell you that the Lord controls the good and the evil. You know? So Satan don't get to do his own thing, man. One of the greatest examples you can use is when Satan was allowed to plague Job, he was only allowed to plague Job so much. You know, he had boundaries that the Heavenly Father set for him. So, you know, hey, that's common sense. He was told he could do everything to Job but take his life. So Satan has boundaries, man. He does what the Heavenly Father sanctions him to do. This is Job 1. And I'm going to start at verse 6. This is Job 1:6. Now there was a day when the sons of Yahweh came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them. And the Lord said unto Satan, Whence comest thou? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, From going to and fro in the earth and walking up and down in it. And the Lord said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua and escheweth evil. Then Satan answered the Lord and said, Doth Job fear Yahweh for naught? You know, so this is where, you know, Satan and the Most High Yahweh, they were having a back and forth on how righteous Job was. And Satan's job was to prove if Job would be righteous and still, you know, and not curse Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua if he took everything from him. You know, Job had plagues and illnesses put on him. He had his kids taken from him. His wife turned on him. You know, and he still didn't curse Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. He kept his integrity. You know, now I'm using that as an example to show you that, hey, you see how the Lord questions Satan. Hey, where you been? You know, what you been up to? You know, so Satan doesn't do his own thing, man. You know, you got to actually have the knowledge and understanding to go into the scriptures. You know, I'm going to get Revelations 12:12 because, you know, you got certain Christians out there that'll say, well, what about Revelations 12:12 when it says that Satan, you know, when it speaks about Satan falling from heaven? You have the spiritual demon Satan and you have Satan here on earth, who is Esau, the so-called white man, if you can receive that. So that fall was talking about this devil's fall from power. Now this is Revelation 12:12. Therefore, rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So Esau knows his time is almost up. That's why eventually he's gonna come out. Everybody's gonna be forced to take the MOTB, the C-hip, you know. And if you don't want to take it, if you don't want to get microchipped, you're going to go to a concentration camp, or something worse might happen to you. You know, that's what's on the cards, man. You know, they're going to start coming down. Hey, man, America is literally a failed society, man. Here it is. The rich, who are very, very rich, they could give money away and still be ultra rich. But, you know, you got homelessness. It's rampant. You know, they've opened the borders to where, you know, hey, fentanyl can get over here, you know, and Lord knows what else. the point I'm making is, man, they want this place to be destroyed, man. As it is now. They want you, you know, in your 15-minute city. You know, they want everybody to have an electric car. And all of that stems from them wanting to play God. They want as much control as they can have. You know, so what that spells out for the average person is, you know, hey, either you're going to worship them or you won't be a part of their society. And that's what it's going to come down to. You know? So I'm going to give Revelations 13 and 16. If you eventually, when they do make it mandatory, if you don't take the chip, you won't be able to buy or sell. You know, you won't be able to participate in anything, you know, any normal activity that you normally would in this society, man. Oh, so that's why you got to be in that spirit of, man, hey, ultimately, you know, you got to be in that spirit of, you know, to hell with this place, man. You need to be trying to get your daily bread, focus on serving Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, you know, speaking for myself first and foremost. And you know, hey, we waiting on the Lord, man. You know, ain't nothing wrong with brothers learning new skills, you know, doing whatever you got to do to, you know, get a couple of more shekels, man. That's all it is, man. You know, but as far as you trying to solidify yourself in this place, that's a bad idea. This place is done. X marks the spot on America, aka Babylon the Great, man. This is Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. You know, so a lot of people, you know, you asking yourself, well, what is the mark? What is the mark? What are they inserting in people's hands at this current time? Like I said, man, the RFID technology is everywhere. Now, I was at a bowling alley, and, you know, where you can go to pay, you can either have tokens, a card, or whatever the hell, you know, form of payment that you get from the place or whatever. But you also had a RFID scanner. You know, this is in a bowling alley. You know, the hospitals have RFID technology. If you run track, you know, let's say you do track in high school, you know, they clock you and time you with RFID technology. It's out there. You know, so it's not a matter of if it's going to happen. It's just, you know, we waiting on the win. You know, and this man knows that he has but a short time. So eventually he's going to come down harder and harder with more draconian laws, you know. You know, the most one being that chip being mandated. You know, you saw how during COVID, those lockdowns, that was just the beginning of what's to come. Pretty soon, you're not going to be able to go from city to city. You know, I'm going to get there because that's in 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. And if you are one of the men of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, man, you got to prepare yourself for persecution. You know, you got to count the cost, because ultimately we may look foolish coming out here and teaching this word, but you know, to be foolish in the sight of the world and to be wise in the sight of Yahweh and Yahweh Shah, man, that's what you want. It is what it is. You know, either we push this word or our lives hang in the balance for not doing it. You know, the Apostle Paul said it loud and clear, man. You know, that was Apostle Paul that said that. Somebody just got into a car crash. But yeah, man, you know, woe is me if I preach not the gospel. You know? I'm gonna get another precept about that too, man. We are made a spectacle unto angels and unto men. You know, so we're pleasing Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua by the foolishness of preaching. It's live down here, man. It's amazing. Most people that have their license cannot drive, especially here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, worth a damn. You gotta ask yourself, man, how did you get your license, man? You know, you suck. Right, so, bear with me, I can pop my shot. This is 1 Corinthians 4:9. For I think that Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, have set forth us, the apostles, last, as it were appointed to death. For we are made a spectacle unto the world, and unto angels, and to men. We are fools for Hamashiach Yahushua's sake, but ye are wise in Hamashiach. We are weak, but ye are strong. Ye are honorable, but we are despised. Even unto this present hour, we both hunger and thirst, and are naked, and are buffeted, and have no certain dwelling place. So that's why you can't, you know, everything we have, man, in the blink of an eye can be taken from us. We only a paycheck away from being on the streets, man. You know, and that's why, brothers, you know, me, myself, you know, I see the same thing King David asked Yahweh for, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua for, you know, give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me. So you don't want to be extra rich, but you don't want to be living on the streets, man. You want the Lord to give you that perfect balance of, you know, sometimes you have what you need, sometimes you have a little bit of extra, and you got to be content with that. You know, your woman, man, these women, they want what they see the world has to offer. Sometimes your woman will leave you. You know, if you in this truth and you just content with having what you need, you know, hey man, and if you dealing with that type of a woman, she's probably more likely to commit adultery on you anyway. She wants what the world has to offer, and she'll do whatever she got to do to get it. You know, even if that means leaving you to go be with another guy. Well, shit, if that happens, judgment will find us sooner or later. You know, but the scriptures tell you that the adulteress shall hunt for the precious life. You know, I'm roughly paraphrasing that scripture, man. A lot of these women, man, it's better that you just don't even deal with them. And that doesn't make you, you know, that doesn't mean that you hate women. You just realize, you know, you're on a mission. And if that woman isn't pleased to dwell with you, she's just going to get in the way. You know, so you got to watch the type of woman that sometimes you got, hey, most of the time, man, it is usually wiser for you to just go after a heathen woman instead of trying to deal with the Israelite woman, man. She ain't going to do nothing but give you hell day and night. She gonna, like I love to say this one, I love to bring this one out. She gonna want you to cut that beard, man. You know what I'm saying? She gonna get tired of you going to camp, tired of you, you know, supping with brothers. You know, a woman wants all your time, and usually you'll be on fire, man. Whether you a basketball player, football player, whatever, a woman, she'll like you for being on fire. And then she'll want you to calm down and stop working so hard. And then she hates you for that. You know, so usually, man, a woman wants all of your time, but, you know, you not giving her all of that time and attention is what attracted to her, to you in the first place, man. You know, so you don't, one thing you don't ever do is lose your manly fire for a woman. You know, hey, if it's time to go to war, it's time to go to war. I'll see you when I'm done. You know, you got to have that type of a spirit, man, because these women, they want to, especially for a man, I'm speaking for the men of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man, you know, they want to take you out this truth. They want you to stop teaching, you know. I have women that I used to deal with when I was in the world, and they'll literally tell you, man, in so many words, I miss the worldly you. Well, that's why that's why we didn't work out, man. I'm not that guy anymore. You know, these women, they go after wicked ass niggas, man. The Israelite woman in particular, they like the bad guy. You know, they want, a lot of these women, man, they want a fucking super thug, man. They want you to go get tattoos with them. You got to keep it real. They want you to go get tattoos with them. They want you to smoke weed with them. They want you to be all into that fantasy, romantic shit with them. You dealing with a man of the Lord, man. You dealing with a man who is risking his life to put out the truth, number one. So we on edge, man. A lot of the time. And a lot of the time we don't have time for trivial nonsense, man. Me personally, I can, hey, I go to work, I do what I got to do. I try to stay on top of my business, pay bills, whatever the case may be. Sometimes if the opportunity presents itself, hey man, Jacob, get him some box, but that's not my main focus as a man. Is not to chase women. It's to chase the crown that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua has bestowed upon me, which is this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Gotta slow down. I hate getting That's what we're after, man. They got a saying in the world where, hey, build the garden, make your garden beautiful, and the butterflies will come. But if you chase the butterflies, you ain't gonna, they gonna run away from you. And applying that to the brothers who are in this truth. Us building our garden is, hey, just staying on top of this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Chasing that crown, man. Yahushua told us to seek first the kingdom of heaven, and all of those, everything else we want will be added to us. So that's the goal. The goal is we have the crown. The goal is to maintain it. Can't get caught up, man, in I ain't got a woman. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got a woman. It get like that sometimes. And you got to think, if you got that burn, especially if you a younger man, hey, put that prayer up, man. It's been a certain woman I wanted. And not to say that I'm, got like a low self-esteem or anything like that. I just understand how, things actually work. Hey, if the Lord wants you to have something and you pray for it, either you'll get it or you won't. But, like I got a testimony. It's this woman that I in particular wanted. I was working with her. We was around each other. We was flirting and this and that and the third. Hey, I wanted the woman so bad I actually put a prayer up for her. And eventually the Lord brought that to come to pass. Before it actually happened, she was having dreams about it, and it's just a personal testimony. I can, I'm trying to keep it as spiritual as possible. But I say that to say this. Whatever you want, man, you gotta ask for it, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, make sure that you get it. If it's for you to have it. So you brothers that you might want a woman. If you pray for a woman and you don't get a woman, you just gotta understand that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua ain't got that in the cards for you right now. The Lord wants you to focus. It's more important things going on than having a woman. And a woman, she can be trouble. Even if she's pleased to dwell with you, she can be trouble, man. Like, the Apostle Paul said, man, that he wished that every man would be like himself and not even have a woman. But you got to think, for those of us who have women, we're going to have trouble in the flesh. And while you dealing with your woman, you still got to keep Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua first. You got to keep your dealings with the brotherhood alive. You got to be fervent for this truth. So you can ask for a woman, man, and she might think you too into the word, man. She might think you too much into the gospel and say, I just can't deal with this no more. You got to count on a woman leaving. Some brothers, like I said, man, some brothers got women that are pleased to dwell with them. Yeah, man, I just wanted to bring that testimony out because, Jake just gotta ask sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta ask. All the Lord gonna do is say yes or no. You know, if it's for you to get what you ask for, you'll get it. And that goes for women and anything else for that matter. You know, hey man, I'm gonna go ahead and close this lesson out. You know, Lord willing, this was an edifying street teaching. You know, all praise, honor, and glory is due to Yahweh, Al-Hayanawa, Bahashem, Hamashiach Yahweh Shah for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. And until the next one, I say Shalom.